Hi guys, my name is Vijay. I'm working as Senior Solution Consultant in Epicero. Today in this session, let us go through these things. That is propagation of payload, variables, and attributes through flow reference, and the same through HTTP request. So people are having some confusions on these. So let's go through this concept. Yes. So yeah. So I have created one simple project, and in this particular flow we'll be seeing the propagation of um, this payloads, variables and attributes, okay, to the child flow or the private flow through flow reference, and also the same through HTTP request. So there are few differences and also similarities between the propagations of these three entities through HTTP request and also through flow reference. So we'll see that. Yes. So what I have done, this is HTTP listener, default port 8081, localhost, and path is flow reference. Here I am printing the payload. You could see here by these loggers, uh, you'll understand what I am trying to print here. So payload, attributes, and um, I'm setting a variable here. The name of the variable is role. So here I configured MuleSoft developer. So that is what I'm printing here. Okay. Yes. Here I have configured flow reference and I picked this particular flow, that is private flow. I named the flow as private flow, and that is what I have chosen here in this flow reference. So here again the same thing, payload, attributes, and the variable. Here what I'm trying to print, the variable which I have um, defined here. Okay, so that is vars dot role. Role is the variable name. Okay, and here what I'm doing, I'm trying to override that value for the same variable role. Okay, so here initially I have configured it as MuleSoft developer, and here I have configured it as MuleSoft architect. Now uh, the payload whatever we send through this postman, that is what we'll get here, right? So we'll see whether that payload will be shared to this the second flow or not, and after that we'll anyway here I am configuring hello world as the payload. Okay, so here the same thing, like payload I'm trying to print attributes and variable, that's it. Okay, so the same thing I'm doing in HTTP request as well. Only thing is that instead of flow reference I'm using HTTP request here. Okay, so the remaining uh, I mean they are like same, the remaining configurations are same. Okay, so yes, so let's test these two flows and see the propagation of these three. So here the path is flow reference, so let me copy this. Yeah, this is the thing, so copy paste this, sorry. Yeah, anyway this is already there configured here. Okay, so let's try to send this particular payload, that is this simple JSON object. Okay, so let me configure it as id as 1. Yeah, so let me send this to the flow reference flow, that is this one. So let me send this. Okay, so we got the result. Let me copy paste in the new notepad. So from the first logger, we are printing the payload, right? That is this one. And after that, what we are trying to print, that is the attributes. Okay, so in this logger, we are trying to print the attributes. Okay, so here, from here to here, the whole thing is attributes. Okay, so let's see what is there in the third logger. That is variable value. Okay, so in the line number 38, you could see the variable value as MuleSoft developer. Till here it is fine. Now we are using flow reference and it is going to private flow. Now let us see. Yeah, so this is again the payload is what I'm trying to print from the first logger. So There is no difference in this payload and the payload that is shared to the private flow. Second thing is uh, this these are the headers actually. So from line number 45 to line number 76, this is headers, okay, and that is what is shared to sorry, this is attributes, and that is what is shared to this second flow, okay. And also we are trying to print the variable value, again that will be like MuleSoft developer only, okay. So what we observed is that the here in this scenario, the payload and the attributes and the variable value, all these three things are getting shared through flow reference to the flow which we are referring in flow reference, right? So all these things we could see, okay. So that is our observation, and what I'm trying to do here, I'm overriding that variable value to MuleSoft Architect, and here, yeah, I have set new payload, that is hello world. Now, so after flow reference, that means this thing got executed, right? So after flow reference, what is the scope of the payload attributes and variable? So as we are overriding the variable value and the payload, so we'll see different new variable value here and also new payload value here. And what about attributes? We'll see that. Okay. Yes. So here you see, as I'm setting new payload, so this is from flow reference flow, right? Flow reference one, the first one. So you could see the hello world, that is the payload, and the second one is attributes, that is this one. We'll compare these three, okay? We'll compare the attributes, okay? That is here and after flow reference, we'll compare all those three attributes, okay? And the last and final thing is the variable value, that is role. So as we have overridden to MuleSoft Architect, we could see MuleSoft Architect from this logger. Okay. Now it is very clear that if you are overriding the variable and payload, they are reflecting after this flow reference. That is anyway expected. For example, if you are not going to override, then the same values will come here. Okay. Yes. I mean when flow reference. Yeah. So now let us compare these attribute values. Okay. So for that, so that's the reason I have opened that comparison text compare website. So let me put this here. This is what this is the component or the content that we are getting from this thing. The first one. The second one is this. Okay. So let me copy that one. That is from here to line number 76. Copy this. Copy paste it here. Now compare. So you'll not find any difference. That is the reason we could see the two texts are identical response here. Okay. So that means whatever the attributes you are able to find here, that is what copied to the child flow through flow reference. Okay. Yeah. Now let's copy this one. So from there till here. So what I'll do, I'll just copy here once again. Now let's try to compare once again. See, now again the same. The two texts are identical. So that means here, whatever the attributes you are passing through the flow reference, they are also getting copied as is to the child flow. And here, because we are not overriding the attributes, we have overridden the variable value and the payload value. That is the reason you could see the change here in this portion for payload and variable. But as we are not overriding the attributes in the child flow, okay, that is the reason you could see the same variable attributes content here as well. Okay, so that is the thing. So you can override the attributes as well by using transform message. Okay, yeah. So yeah, so that I have discussed. We will have three things, right? One is payload, variable, and attributes. Three components, multiple targets will have in the transform message. So you can override the attributes as well. Okay. So when you override the attributes using the transform component, then the new updated attributes will be sent as an input to the further flow of this after this flow reference. Okay, so I hope you are clear on this. So if you update only, they'll reflect here. If not, the old values will be propagated or shared for these things. Okay, so this is all about flow reference, the propagation of all these three components. So everything can be shared through flow reference to the child flow. That's the conclusion. And if you update them in the child flow, okay, they will be reflected here. If not, whatever you have shared to this child flow, um, they will be propagated further here. Okay, yes, but here there is one point that you should not put any variable here. If you put variable, this payload will be captured into the variable. Okay, yes. So yeah, that's about flow reference. Now let us talk about HTTP request. So let me clear the console. So we have compared the attributes as well. Unless until you set new attributes, they will not be overridden. Now the same flow, it is only thing is that instead of flow reference, here you could see HTTP request. That's the only difference. Okay. Now because we are sending the request through HTTP request, obviously an HTTP listener should be there in order to listen to that request. So here we would be sending the payload, right? We are trying to send the payload. So that's the reason I have kept method as post. Okay. Other than get, you can use like put or patch as well. But in general, we'll use post to share the payload. Okay. Now the path here is internal request, and that is the same thing is configured here. Here the port is 8081 in this HTTP listener, but here it is 8082. Okay, that's the reason I have configured another HTTP configuration. Okay, so that means I'm using HTTP port number 8082 here in this HTTP request. Okay, so we are sharing the payload here through post method. Okay, now let us see about the propagation of these three entities to this HTTP request flow. HTTP request flow. Okay, yeah, this one. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. So let me send the request to these things. I'll send the same payload. Okay. So everything is configured here. Let me send the request. Now let us go through these things one by one. Yes. So this is the initial payload. Okay. And this is um, attributes. This content is related to attributes. Okay. And this one is the variable value, that is MuleSoft developer. Okay, so these three things we have seen from the main flow. These three things we have seen. Now let's see these three things, because the control is coming from here to here, and we'll see this, right? Yeah. Now, so the same payload got shared to the flow, which is called through HTTP request. And let's see about the attributes. So we'll compare the attributes. Okay, yes, and even see now you could see that variable value is null here. Okay, so the third one is variable in the HTTP request flow. Okay, we have seen payload coming through HTTP post, and we could see attributes as well from line number 46 to 76 here, and we could see the variable value as null. Okay, so this is the variable value, and this is from HTTP request flow, the second one. Variable value is null. Okay, so we'll see that. So variable value is null. Now these three infos are related to these three loggers in the main flow or the parent flow, let's assume. Okay, so if you see, as I'm setting new payload as hello world. That is what we could see as a payload, right, from the first logger. Okay, so here we are setting the payload as hello world. That means we have updated the payload. We have set a new payload. So that is reflecting. That is fine. Now let's see about the headers. You see sorry, not headers, attributes. You see it is very small. Okay, so that means there is some difference. Okay, now let's see about the variable. Here we are setting role as MuleSoft architect, but here we'll see what is the variable value. We will not see MuleSoft architect, we'll see it as a MuleSoft developer only. Okay, so what is common here? Only the payload, propagation through flow reference to the child flow, and payloads propagation through HTTP request to the flow which we are calling. Okay, so these two are same, right? So the same payload we could see uh, in between both the flows through different mechanisms, like if you're sending it through flow reference or if you're sending it through HTTP request, only payload is what you could see uh, as common thing, but attributes and variable values are differing, right? So here we are not even able to see the variable value. We could see it as null. Okay, so this particular variable, not here, yeah, here, from here. Okay, so I have put headers, yeah, so it should be like vars dot role, but still there won't be any difference. You'll be not able to see the variable value in this logger. Okay, because through this HTTP request, yeah, through this HTTP request, you'll be able to only, as per the configuration, you see here only payload is what you are able to share to the HTTP listener. In headers, nothing is there. In query parameters, nothing, and URI parameters, nothing is there. So, um, so this is what this is the only thing you are sharing to the HTTP listener explicitly. You are not sharing the variable value as well, right? So let me send one more time, because previously it was like we are fetching the value from attributes. Yeah. So if you see, uh, see here, before hello world, which is coming from this particular thing, we could see the variable value. I mean the variable value from this logger as null again. Okay, so that means it's very clear that you cannot share the variables straight away from HTTP request to the listener. That is one thing. And also, let's compare the um, attributes. Okay, so this is the these are the attributes from the parent flow. Let me copy paste it here. Now let's get the attributes from the flow which we are calling through HTTP request. So I'm copying this. Now let us see the difference between these two. So here what I'm doing, I'm comparing the content of, I mean the variables, sorry, the attributes from this particular logger and also attributes from this particular logger. Okay, now let's compare this. So you'll see the difference. Okay, see, initially we were using get method to post this payload. It will work here, don't worry. You can use post, you can use get as well through HTTP, sorry, the postman, it will work. Okay, so here it is get method, and here it is post method. Okay, because we have used post method here on the request. Okay, and you'll see the difference in path as well. Where is the path? Yeah, request URI. So if you see, it is like internal request, and here what I configured, it is request. Okay, so here the port is 8081, here the port is 8082. So there are differences actually, right? Whatever the differences we could see here, right? Obviously, so there are some differences. So all these attributes, whatever we are seeing on the right side, is, I mean, they got generated from this particular HTTP request only. Okay, so this itself is generating new attributes. Okay, So what does it mean? It is overriding the attributes. So far it is able to find, and it is overriding the attributes by itself, and those attributes are, I mean, we are able to they are exchanged or they are shared to the HTTP listener. Okay, so this is uh, the point of origin for the different attributes. Okay, and that is what we could see from this logger. So there is some difference. Okay, and you see, even when we are sending the response, we could see these as the attributes. Okay, so yeah, so from line number 77 to 85, these are the attributes, right? So you could see this thing on HTTP listener. So go to responses. Here also we'll have three components, right? One is body, headers, these things. So it is a success response. Now you could see that body is being shared, and that is the reason we could see the payload here, and headers. So from headers, this is headers part, and we have something like status code and reason phrase. That is what we could see here. Okay, so that is the reason these are the new attributes actually: headers, reason phrase, and status code. These are the new set of attributes which is being shared from this flow to the this particular request and further. Okay, so yeah, so here these components are generating new attributes. HTTP request is generating or overriding the previous attributes, and HTTP listener is, when it is acknowledging to HTTP request, it is generating new attributes, and it is overriding the attributes actually. Uh, what is being shared by HTTP request to this particular flow. Okay, so I hope it is making sense and you are understanding this. Yeah, so this is how attributes will be overridden by different components if you use HTTP request and share these things like payload attributes and set variables. Now we are done with discussing about payload and attributes through this HTTP request. Now let us see. We have already seen that okay, we are not able to even share the variable to this flow, and also this particular change whatever we have done to that the same variable. Okay, we are it is not reflecting here. Okay, from here we are only able to see it as MuleSoft developer, right? So that means we cannot share the variable values directly through HTTP request, or even from this flow to back to HTTP request, or the other the operations that are very next to HTTP request. We cannot share the variables directly. Okay, so still we can share through different I mean in a different way. So go to headers, or these any of in any of these three sections you can pass the variable. Okay, now I'll try to pass this variable as headers. Okay, previously what we have in headers, so this is the one, right? So in this headers, now let me copy this. Okay, so let me put here, let me refresh this. Now what we are doing is that we are trying to share the variable uh, through the headers of this HTTP request. Okay, so just to compare this, this is the previous one. Okay, and now after configuring a variable here in the headers part, we'll see the difference. So click on plus. I'm putting the name as role only, and value as, sorry, it is like vars dot role, right? So vars dot role is MuleSoft developer, and that is what we are sharing as header in the form of headers. So we'll have default headers, and this is what we are adding explicitly. So this will be added into these headers. Okay, so let us see that. And also now here we have to change, right? Previously we are assuming that variable will be shared, so that is not happening. Now as we have added into the headers part, okay, like this or this. Okay, so we'll be getting here, we have to fetch that value from headers only. So attributes dot headers dot role. Okay, so now we'll see the difference. Yes, the flow got deployed. Now let me send this request, the same request I'm sending to this particular flow. We got the response. Now let me copy this, control V. Yeah, so the same payload and the same attributes will be there, and also it is like MuleSoft developer. That's it. Again, the same payload. There is no difference in the payload. And you see here in header section. So let me try to copy this, and we'll see the comparison. Okay, comparison result. So I copied that, pasted it here. Okay, now let me compare this. See, there is some difference, right? Okay, let's leave about correlation ID. Anyway, it will be changing for each and every time. But you see here one more um, header value got added when we added it explicitly. And what we are sending the variable value as one of the headers. So all these are default headers, and this is what we have added explicitly. Now you see role was set as MuleSoft developer. That is the variables value. Okay, yeah. So that's the major difference between these two attributes, previous attributes and new attributes. Okay, that is one thing. And now you see here we could see MuleSoft developer, right? Because now in this logger we are fetching the variable value from the attributes dot headers dot role. Okay, yes. So we are able to fetch it successfully. Okay, and you could see still here, uh, though we have overridden the variable value to MuleSoft architect. Okay, still we could see here as MuleSoft developer only at last. Okay, so why is this? Because again the same thing, like this is the response that is being shared to the HTTP request from HTTP listener. Okay, so in this headers there is nothing. So through HTTP listener also we'll be not able to share the variable values to this HTTP request as a response. Okay, in that case what you can do, you can add the same way, like in headers you can add, this is a success response, just add here. Now again I'll add it as a role. Okay, now it is like vars dot role. Okay, so here we have set uh, role value as a MuleSoft architect, right? And that is what we are passing as an updated value as header to the HTTP request. Now from these headers, okay, from these attributes we have to fetch the role value. So put it as, copy this thing, same thing you have to copy and paste it here. But now these attributes are coming from the HTTP listener. Okay, yeah, copy this. Yeah, we copied and pasted here. Now let's try one last final time. Okay, so let me send the same request. Now you'll see the difference. Okay, control and control V. Now you see, let us compare this, the previous okay, I'm deleting this. So this is the result of previous attributes. Now let me copy the attributes from new notepad, control V. So I'm deleting this unnecessary thing. Okay, now let's compare this. See, role got added. This is one of the headers and we added it explicitly. Okay, and now at last we'll be able to see it as MuleSoft architect, because this time we are not logging the value of variable directly, but we are logging the uh, variables value from headers. Okay, so headers are part of attributes, so that is the reason you could see the hierarchy as attributes dot headers dot then newly added header, that is role. So for that we have assigned the updated variable value. Okay, so what the flow is like, the request will invoke this flow, and once it is done with execution, this particular listener will have the updated values like variables, payload, or attributes. And inside the attributes, we have assigned this variable value, and that is what is shared. Okay, yeah. So that's it. So here, when you, yeah. So now if you talk here, like we are able to share payload, variables, and attributes through flow reference. And once you, if you update them in the uh, child flow, okay, so they'll be reflecting after the H flow reference in the parent flow. Okay, if not, only the old values will be shared back to the flow reference and propagated further in the parent flow. Okay, now if you talk about uh, the propagation of these three things through HTTP request, only directly you can share the payload by using the HTTP method post. Okay, but you cannot simply share the variables directly, or by default they will be not shared to the flow which we are calling through HTTP request. That is one thing. And also attributes will be overridden by the HTTP request operation alone. And also while responding okay to the HTTP request, HTTP listener is again overriding the attributes. Okay, so this is what is happening within HTTP request. So you can still share the variable values, but only through headers or URL parameter or query parameter. This is how you can share. Okay, but just go with headers. So yeah, so these are the differences and similarities between propagation of payload, variables, and attributes through flow reference and through HTTP request. Okay, yeah, so that's it from my end for this session. So I hope it is clear. If I missed any, just uh, you yourself try those scenarios. Okay, so, and I request you to explore different things which I have created as a playlist in my channel Mule for All. Okay, so these are the different playlists. You can explore all these things. So far I have created 50 plus videos. So if you are a beginner or 1+ year guys, you can explore these things. Yeah, yeah. So thank you so much for listening to my video. If you like it, please share and subscribe. Thank you.